end of the piece is not in sight. The idea is that the sand paintings continue. They cycle in and out year after year, and they're not meant to last. They're a part of nature. It's a demonstration of how fragile nature is, and so these sands, the rocks, will all go back to the nature. They're all going to go back into, whether it's into a location that's important to us, where the sands are resting, or into some other form of practice. I would say, cultural practice that we do. And I'm speaking of the rocks that are containing all the sand. But they're all going to go back into the cultural practice, into our continuation, and it's a, I should speak of it in the sense of a reverberation, where this is just one sand acknowledgement, but there's going to be more of them, and I hope to do more around here, around the county. I already have the next place in mind, but the idea is that these paintings will generate conversation. They will generate an awareness that our people are still around. So when people see that painting, they'll know, hey, I don't see them, but they're around here somewhere, because who created that painting? Right? If they're not around, then who did that, right? So that's the idea, is that these sand acknowledgements will continue. And this is my way of giving back too, because it gives me a sense that we have a place. It saves the place for us. It marks a space for us that we never had. It was taken from us, right? All the land was taken away from our ancestors. So even today, we don't have a place, right? And the sand acknowledgements, wherever we go with these, that's our place. That's where we get to be. But I would say the very last thing is that my ideal situation for the acknowledgement to continue is that we start to teach more about it to children, about what it is, whether it's the material or what it represents, or who makes them and why, or why do they not create them anymore? That's a good question, because before my generation, nobody did this, right? And I'm not the first one. There were other people, like I said, that my mentors taught me, they showed me, but there was a gap. And so a big question is how come, why were people not doing this across time? What happened? It's going to bring up the obvious: colonization, right?
Thank you.
Sand acknowledgement is going to live on. The sand paintings are going to live on.